Today started just like any other day. He was walking along the quiet village path, surrounded by the calm of nature. But suddenly, a sound pierced through the wind. At first, he thought my mind was playing tricks on me, or perhaps it was just the wind whistling through the trees. But no more. As he listened closer, he realized this was not a normal bird call. It was a desperate plea for help, a cry from the very doorstep of death. The sound was coming from the edge of the village, near that old, abandoned boundary wall. A bad feeling settled in my stomach. Without wasting a second, he grabbed my camera and the rescue kit and he ran towards the source of the sound. But when he reached the spot and he saw what was waiting for me, I don't think he or any of us were prepared for this. As he got closer, my heart skipped a beat. Look closely at this scene. It's a tiny fledgling, maybe a baby myna or a sparrow. Today was likely its very first attempt at flying. But tragedy struck. A sudden, cruel gust of wind must have thrown it against this unforgiving barbed wire. It is painful to even watch. The rusty iron barb has pierced right through the flesh of its delicate wing, pinning it in place. The poor little soul is so exhausted from struggling that it has lost the strength to even cry out. It's just staring blankly with wide, terrified eyes. And right nearby, on a branch above, the mother bird is calling out frantically. We can only imagine the pain of a mother watching her child suffer like this. We have to make a decision, and we have to make it fast. The situation is far more complicated than it looks. We can't just grab the wire and pull it out. The barb has entered dangerously close to the bone. If we pull with even a little force, or make a mistake, we risk tearing the wing completely off its body. And if we delay, the extreme heat and the blood loss will lead to shock and the fatal dehydration. This isn't just a rescue, it's a surgical operation. Time is running out. The baby's body is already getting cold. When you look into its eyes, you see frozen fear and the agony. One wrong move, one slip of the hand, and it's all over. First, we are gently covering its head and the eyes with a soft cloth. Darkness helps calm birds down, reducing their panic. Now begins the real test. I have the wire cutters in my hand, but my hands must remain steady as a rock. The iron wire is thick. Cutting it will cause a sudden snap or vibration. Can this fragile little body withstand that shock? Everyone here is holding their breath. The first wire is cut, but we aren't safe yet. The main barb is still embedded inside the wing. Now, we have to move millimeter by millimeter. I am trying to maneuver the pliers to release the barb very slowly. The bird flinches in pain. Oh, stop. We have to pause. Rushing this will cause permanent damage. Look at the cruelty of fate, nature's child trapped in a trap made by humans. Just a little more. Steady. Yes. Finally, after a nerve-wracking 20-minute battle, we have succeeded. The wire has been separated from its body. Look at how deep and sharp that rusty spike was. Can you imagine the pain? I have gently cradled the little one in my palms now. It probably can't even believe it's free. I can feel it shifting slightly, seeking the warmth of my hands. I can feel its tiny heart fluttering against my skin. The relief I feel in this moment, there are no more words to describe it. The rescue is only half the battle. The wire was rusty, which means there is a high risk of infection. We are carefully cleaning the wound with antiseptic liquid. He's sitting so quietly, like a good boy, as if he understands we are only trying to help. He was severely dehydrated from the heat, so, using a dropper, we are feeding him water, drop by drop. Look, after just a few sips, the spark of life is returning to his body. The terror in his eyes has faded, replaced by a soft, grateful look. These innocent little lives are nature's greatest treasures, yet our slight negligence often costs them their lives. Now, it's time to go home. We have placed him safely on a high branch nearby, where his mother can easily find him. Look at him, flapping his wings, answering his mother's call. Today's mission was a race against death. A tiny mistake could have extinguished this light forever. But at the end of the day, seeing him under the open sky, reunited with his family, makes every second of that struggle worth it. Friends, if you ever see a helpless animal like this, please don't turn a blind eye. A little effort from you can save an entire world for them. If this rescue touched your heart, please hit the like button. And to spread this message of humanity, please share this video. See you in the next video with another story of saving a life. Stay safe.